Good morning, students. Today I am explaining you the chapter Landscape of the Soul, written by Netley. The chapter is about how different the Chinese art form is from the European art form. The writer uses two stories to make a contrast. European art is about reproducing an actual view, whereas Chinese art is about not creating a real landscape. European art is an artistic way to let viewers show exactly what he wants them to see in the landscape. Chinese art is the artist's spiritual and inner voice, where you can travel from any point and let the viewers create part for their imagination. Now, let's begin with an explanation. First, from a wonderful till world. Wonderful till world. A painter named Wu Deuzhi, who lived in the 8th century, was assigned to decorate a palace wall by Tang Emperor. It was his last painting. The painter hid his work behind the screen so the only emperor would see it. The emperor, upon looking at the painting, admired many things into the painting, like discovering forest, high mountains, waterfalls, floating clouds, men on hilly path, and birds in flight. The painter then made him look at a cave in the painting, which was at the foot of the mountain, and compared it with a living spirit. As the painter clapped his hand, the entrance of the cave opened, and he left the emperor now how beautiful the inside of the cave was, and he asked him to show all this to him. The painter entered the cave, and the entrance closed behind him. The emperor couldn't enter the cave. As the emperor was greatly surprised, the painting vanished from the wall. After that, the painter was never seen again. Now, from such stories till the next chapter, painting. These stories played an important role in classical education in China. Similarly, like the books of Confucius and Zheng Wenxi are full of such stories, as they help the master to help and guide his followers in the right direction. These stories were considered to be deeply revealing of the spirit. Like the Anath, there was another famous story in contrast to the previous one, where the painter would paint the eye of a dragon. He feared the dragon would fly out from the painting. It was one of the stories from many other which came from medieval country in the Western Europe. Now, the explanation from in 15th century till Asia. During the 15th century in Antwerp, a master blacksmith named Quentin Metze falls in love with a painter's daughter. Since the father was not accepting the relationship because of his profession, the blacksmith sneaked into the painter's studio and painted a fly on his latest panel. The painting was so real that the master tried to hit the fly away before he realized that it was just a painting. The blacksmith was accepted into the studio as a trainee. He married the painter's daughter and later became one of the famous painters of his age. The two stories told above are trying to illustrate the form of art in two different religions. In Europe, the art is perfect, like an illusion which resembles something. In Asia, the art gives an essence of inner life and spirit. Now, from in the Chinese still appearance. As in the Chinese story, the artist revealed the true meaning of his work to the emperor, who rules over his territory but didn't know the way within. The emperor only saw the outer appearance of the wall painting. The work was mysterious and deo, which means something which has both parts, is what the artist did. As the painting was gone after the artist reached the case, the motive was full that some work is beyond material appearance. Now, from a classical Chinese till the last. The Chinese landscape painting is not made with a real viewpoint, but it is a representation of the artist's thought. The Western painting in Europe is a figurative art form. The European painter paints a landscape to show how a specific scene of the landscape, where the Chinese painter doesn't choose a real viewpoint. You can enter the painting from any point and can travel anywhere, where your thought and imagination takes you. The Chinese artist wants you to travel by creating your own path and then comes out in a relaxed movement. In China, this mode of seeing a painting is more enjoyable. A horizontal scroll is a form where one section of the painting is open one by rolling up to move on the other side. It creates a dimension which is not practiced in any other form of artwork. It requires both mental and physical participation of the viewers. The Chinese painter wants you to enter his mind and sees the painting from his thoughts. The landscape created by Chinese artists is spiritual, inner, and a concept of expect space. Now, the last page, the concept from starting till the landscape. The Chinese concept of art is also expressed as sensui, which also means mountain water. It is used together to represent the word landscape. The two complementary poles of an image reflect the Taoist view. The mountain in the landscape is yang, which means to reach vertical towards heaven, stable, warm, and dry in the sun, whereas the water is the wind, which is respective and feminine aspect of universal energy. The yang is active and masculine and the opposite of wind. There is a third essential element, which is the middle void, which is the place where they interact. The middle void can be compared to pranayama, which means to breathe in retain, and breath is the void in the meditation process. It is an essential part as nothing can happen without it. Hence, the white unpainted space in Chinese language is equally important. Now the last one, this still landscape. The middle void is where a man finds an important role. Man is the channel of communication in the space between heaven and earth, which are the two poles of the universe. Man's presence is essential. It is not being lost or suppressed due to high peaks, but he is the eye of landscape. Thank you, students.